Thank you, dear students. Welcome to my class. I am Bhavani Kumar Hari, assistant teacher, Hotel Union Secondary School. Dear students, I think you all are well, and it is known to you all that our classes are closed for COVID-19, a pandemic situation that is prevailing all over the world. But dear students, you know that our government has taken initiatives to continue our classes so that our students are not hampered on account of it. So thanks to our government. Dear students, now we want to start our class because we don't want to waste our valuable time anymore. Before going into the class, just look at the board, dear students. What can you see here? There is a sentence that is tomorrow I helped you. So dear students, what does it indicate? It's a wrong sentence because the verb is used here is in wrong form. So dear students, can you guess what we are going to learn today? Yes, you are absolutely right. You are on the right track. Today we are going to learn about right forms of verbs. So dear students, today our topic or our headline is the right forms of verbs. So you have to write down this. I think there's a you have copied down this in your exercise book. There's no way we are going to do this effectively or correctly or flawlessly. We have to know certain rules, several rules, through which we can correct the incorrect sentences or the incorrect verbs here. Now dear students, let us start the first rule. Rule 1. If the sentence is in present indefinite tense, indefinite tense, and if the subject is in third person singular number, definitely the verb will be in S form. So as for example, the ant moves around the sun. So look dear students, there as the rule is our sentence is in present indefinite tense and the subject is in third person singular number, so Here in this sentence the verb is in S form. So that's why here the verb is moves. Now the second one. The plural subject will be in plural verb. Plural subject will take plural verb. So dear students, here in this rule, if the subject is in singular number, definitely the subject will take singular verb, and if the subject is in plural form, the subject will take plural verb. As for example, we are students. So dear friends, definitely you can see that here in this sentence we have used plural subject. That's why we have taken plural verb here. I think you have understood this very well. Now dear friends, let us move on to the third rule. If there is any word that will be future indicating, the sentence will be in present future indefinite tense. The words are tomorrow, next day, next week, next month, next year, like this. Just when you see these words are future indicating, that's why the sentence will be in future indefinite tense. Let us see the example. Tomorrow I will visit my uncle. Next, move on to the next rule. Rule 4. The students, if there is any word that indicates past in the sentence will be in past indefinite tense. So the words are yesterday, ago, last night, last year, last month, once, upon a time. So like this, if there is any word in the sentence, the sentence will be in past indefinite tense. Let us see the example. Yesterday My father came home. So look dear students, here in this example, the word, the past indicating word that is used here yesterday in this sentence, that's why the sentence is in past indefinite tense. So we have taken the first form of this verb. So come, here is came. So next, rule number 5. If there is any word like just have, just have, yet, already, recently, lately, never, never, such and such. So dear students, here the rule is, if there is any word like just now, just now, yet, already, recently, lately, ever, never, in the sentence, the sentence will be in present perfect tense. So now let us see the example, dear friends. He has just come. But dear friends, it is very clear to us that in this rule, if there is any word in the sentence like just now, yet, already, recently, lately, ever, never, the sentence will be in present perfect tense. That's why we have taken such types of example here. Next rule. Dear students, if there is any word like sometimes, at times, occasionally, nowadays, like this word, if there is any word like this in the sentence, the sentence will be in present indefinite tense. So as for example, sometimes he visits, sometimes he visits us. Just now move on to the next rule. Just means if in active voice, if the verb is after be verb, it will be in ing form. That is be plus any types of verb. So it will be in ing form. Here be means am, is, are, was, were. Let's see the example. He is playing football. He is playing football. So according to the rule, dear students, you see there is be verb in the sentence. That's why our main verb has taken ing form with this. So I think dear students, it is very clear to you. Let's move on to the next rule. In passive voice, if the verb is after the verb, it will take or it will be in past participle form. In passive voice, be plus be, it will take past participle form. So for example, football is played. Football is played. So there is a loop here in this instance. We think it is in passive sense because the doer is not in the position of subject here. That's why the sentence is in passive sense, and the example is football is played. So dear students, today in this class we have tried our level best to discuss so many rules through which we can produce so many correct sentence. Now it is time for your homework. Dear students, you are to copy down these in your exercise book. The first one, you ever dash two Cox's Bazar, note of interrogation. The second one, sometimes he dash here. The verb, in first one be, and here in the second one come. The third one Bangladesh dash into being in 1971. Here the verb will be come. The fourth one he is dash English. The verb is speak, and the last one. English is dash all over the world. The word is speak. So dear students, today I have given you 5 sentences, and I think you have copied down this sentence in your exercise books, and you will complete this homework at home. After completing this homework, you will submit it to your respective English teacher when your school will be reopened, and your teacher will award you with marks because it will be a part of your exam as continuous assessment. So dear students, we are at the end of our class. You can review this class in Kishore Batayo, and if you have any comment, you can use the comment option. So dear students, as we know that we are passing through a pandemic situations, so I request you to stay home, stay safe, follow the government orders. So thank you for this day. Thank you all.